know this was being done in New York City, this anti-sugary thing, and now there's another city that's talking about adding a tax for sugary drinks. And Tanya, I'm surprised I'm surprised in this city here.
At Philadelphia?
Yeah, I didn't think that they would. That was a city that was so liberal and would go down a road like that. New York City didn't surprise me, but Philly does.
Well, the Philly mayor, who is a Democrat, he initially wanted 3 cents an ounce for the tax on sugary beverages, and he didn't have the votes for that. Had to compromise with the city council, so they went down to a cent and a half. But it all kind of comes out in the wash because even though it's half as much, they also expanded it to include diet drinks.
Wow!
So it's not just a tax on sugary beverages. It's a tax on things with artificial sweeteners in it as well.
I just think this is a road that, again, back to personal responsibility. People, the education, whatever happened to educating people, as opposed to taxing them into these things.
And that's, oddly enough, that's what they say the tax will go for, to fund universal pre-K, community schools, park improvements, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Anybody buy this?
No, I don't think so. I have some issues with this. I get it. I mean, again, I'm a smoker. How much do I pay
in New York especially?
It's insane.
Brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that's helped a lot of people quit. Maybe this will help curb the appetite for these sugary drinks, but I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, you remember they did the wording on the menus. I mean, you have to do that when you go into a McDonald's. You see how much the Big Mac's going to cost your waistline.
Yeah.
Does it stop you from ordering it if that's what you really want?
Yeah.
But is cranberry juice eventually a sugary drink? Is orange juice eventually a sugary drink?
Sure.
See,
They're very high in sugar.
The $64,000 question there. And what if you have a drink where you fountain drink where you go get refills?
Yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, right?
You get a refill, you got to throw another dime on the counter.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
cent and a half. So I've got all those half pennies in my pocket.
And I think this just goes down the road to, at what point do we stop legislating here? I mean, we cannot create the perfect world, even though these goofs think that we can in politics. Tanya, thanks for your time. Have a great weekend and a great day. Thanks.
Sure, thank you.
All right, Tanya Powers, Fox News. I don't get it.
I am somewhat. Just hear me out here. Like, there are things, for instance, you take something for a cholesterol and it does something else to you, right? You know what I mean? And so there has to be some form of regulation. So
I'm not against regulation. I'm against this ridiculous overregulation that is trying to create the perfect society. And you never can. People have to be responsible. I mean, you can sell Kool-Aid packets, okay? They won't have the tax on them because they don't have the sugar in them. You add the sugar and water when you make Kool-Aid. And, oh, by the way, you could buy a pound of sugar, and you're not going to pay the tax. Mm-hmm. You can just eat the sugar. Who's going to come in there and take 2 hands and start mowing down on sugar?
I think, in my opinion, here's where the real politics comes into it, because they're not taking that money for weight loss programs or for education. It becomes something that funds pre-K. Just like in New York, the lottery is supposed to pay for the schools. Yeah. But what's really going on there? They're just looking at it as a new revenue. It's not to educate. It's not. They want people to drink soda so that they can use that money for pre-K.
Here's a new revenue.
It's not an education.
You're right. New revenue stream. Well, how are we going to get to? How are we going to sell it? Well, let's do it as like a sin tax type thing. And we're going to go after sugary drinks and make it look like what we're doing is good for the community, when in reality we got a little shortfall going on here, and we got to raise some money here in Philadelphia.
Correct.
I completely agree. That's what's going on.